Wacko!
Yes, Daddy?
You want to watch a video?
Hold on, Daddy. I need to shit first. What is this for video, Daddy?
It's about Apollo 70, Wacko.
I love rockets. I love Apollo. Let's watch it, Daddy. But first I need to shit. Bye-bye, piece of shit.
NASA wants the last moon mission to be their greatest. The landing site demands the first night launch of the giant Saturn V rocket.
I love night
On board,
launches.
Ron Evans is command module pilot.
Hold your beak for 1 second, idiot.
Harrison Schmitt is NASA's first scientist in space. And the commander of Apollo 17 is Gene Cernan, a veteran of Gemini 9 and Apollo 10.
Apollo 17 was a real goal of mine. I knew before we launched that Apollo 17 was going to be the last flight to the moon, and I knew I would
Wow.
make
Blue
the
marble,
first
Daddy.
on the moon.
Wow.
There are a lot of people, I think, in positions of responsibility within NASA who, being the last flight, just wanted me to get back alive.
Daddy,
Yeah,
We choose to go to the
you
moon.
see the moon?
yeah, I see the moon, yeah.
Last time when I flew over Florida in 1972, there was no moon. You could check the date on that, idiot. Why don't you see that?
America's new
I
spacecraft.
see here the launch date, Wacko. December 7, 1972. At 5:33 UTC. Apollo 17.
To the moon.
So now that we know the launch date, we can check the direction of
the
the
moon.
moon in Florida at the launch site.
We choose to go to the moon.
So that was December 7, 1972 at 5:33.
To the moon.
You're right, Wacko. There was no moon.
I told you so, idiot.
And how can they see the moon in this face? This moon face also was wrong.
Daddy,
Yeah.
you know that all those rocket predictions, they're not real.
Oh, really, Wacko? Why you tell me now?
Piece of shit. Dumbass.
Don't tell me this is fake also, Wacko.
It is, Daddy.
No way. This must be real.
Take a good look, Daddy. Idiot.
I'm looking.
Now look into space.
I don't see anything fake.
Damn idiot. Take a good look.
Oh, now I see it. We can see the Earth face, the Terminator line. So that means the sun comes from this direction. Must be right behind the Earth. And here we can see this flag lit up from the front side.
To the moon.
Yeah, you're right, Wacko.
Yes, Daddy. It's fake bullshit. Piece of shit.
The stick of the throttle control forward.
You saw that, Wacko?
Yeah, so that. We cannot drive this idiot car. If you push forward, you go backwards. Idiot.
The stick of the throttle control forward.
Look at this shit.
And now, if America's new spacecraft, the Apollo. If America's new spacecraft.
Where are those creepy ballers? Where are you, creeps? I don't see you on this video. You like to hide. Since I show you how to spot Uranus on the globe without altitude, just directions. Piece of shit. You see that? Nothing. Thanks for your comments all. Thanks. Anyways, I'm gonna show you some more directions. This time it's not Uranus. Piece of shit. Let's check the direction of the sun in Madagascar on December 7, 1339 UTC 3. The azimuth of the sun is 257. Let's see how we model that up on the globe. 257. I'm here at Madagascar, and when I line north and south up to Madagascar, and then put 257, an azimuth of 257 here. The red line is the sun. So that's 257. And now we can check on the US Naval Observatory website to see if this is correct. So the sun must be in this direction somewhere. This SunCalc website shows the sun here. I'm here at the Formula website, some satellite website. I fill in the longitude and latitude for this location here, Madagascar. The date, the time was 1339, and then we can see here the terminator line. So that makes my model up more or less spot on. Here I put the sun a little bit lower because it's December and it travels near the Tropic of Capricorn, of course. And this is how it would look like with the top view. Now that's logic on a globe. 90 degrees to this side and 90 degrees to this side. You have more or less daylight, and the other side is dark. That's what the globe says. So we can see here this terminator line around 160 degrees. And here at the around 350 degrees. So 160 degree and 350 degree about. So that means terminator line must be here somewhere. So this brings us to the Blue Marble. This photograph was taken on December 7, 1972 at 5:39 a.m. Eastern Time or 10:39 UTC time. This is one of the most widely distributed photographs in existence. The image is one of the few to show almost a fully illuminated Earth as the astronauts had the sun behind them. Yeah, otherwise you cannot take the picture. The sun must be about overhead here, because this is the center. The Earth was slightly gibbous. I don't see that, but it doesn't matter. So this is about the center here. When the sun is overhead, let's check that location. So let's center this to here. Have to match up a little bit with the Blue Marble. This is about the center of the photograph. So, and let's check the time. The time was 5:39 Eastern Time, 10:39 UTC. So at this time, it shows me where the sun is. It's like my model say, the sun was not on this side. At 5:39, you understand? I made a big error of 3 hours. Let's put this slider on 3 hours back. At 10:39 Eastern Time. And let's do the same on this website. Make it 10:39. Let's calculate it. So now we see the Blue Marble, but that is not correct, because 10:39 UTC is 13:39 for this location. You understand? This is wrong. I did not switch to December 7, 1972, because the angles are more or less the same. Let's switch to 1972. Here we are in 2019. The azimuth is 102. And here we are in December 72. And the azimuth is still 102. And altitude was also 69. Same. So it doesn't matter what year you take, it's more or less the same. So this was not my observation. My friend Amsterdam told me about it, so I had a look at it, and indeed it was totally off. So I'm here on the US Naval Observatory website, and let's use this website to see where the moon is on December 7, 1972. So I put in here the latitude and the longitude. same as here. Now let's calculate it. Oh, these have plus 3 hours, of course. Let's see. 1339. That's about here. And the moon heeft een azimuth of 215. So let's move this line to 215 and apply it to my model. This was the sun, and now we do the moon. Now we have the moon here and the sun here. The sun was 257 and the moon was 215 azimuth. It's the moon here, and this is the sun here. So, and this is the Apollo 17. And I took the photo from about this angle. Like we can see on the blue marble. So this is about the same as the blue marble shot. So the moon was here, they fly towards the moon. So if you have the sun behind you, how can you take this blue marble shot? The sun was here. Like we saw in the information. So you see this is totally wrong. Because we should see the Terminator line here somewhere. Like I show. This is an impossible angle for the blue marble photo. So the sun was not behind them when they took the picture. So you're 5 hours into the flight to the moon, and then you're able to take a shot like this from this angle with the sun here. Well, there must be a Terminator line, of course, because the sun is here. So how do we do that, NASA? Let's have a look at the official Apollo 17 data from history, nasa.gov. So they fly around Earth for 3 hours with a speed of about 17,500 miles an hour. And then after 3 hours and 1 minute, they burn some engine to hit off to the moon. So this burn took about 6 minutes, and then they gain almost 66 miles in altitude, nautical miles. So 6 minutes for 66 miles. Let's calculate that. So this one don't have nautical miles. Let's use miles. 66 miles in 6 minutes. That's 660 miles an hour. They go from 17,500 miles an hour to 660 miles an hour in 6 minutes. What the fuck is this data come from? Even a diagonal line would not produce a speed of 660 miles an hour after flying 17,500 miles an hour around Earth. It's like hitting a brick wall. Idiots. How can you believe this is real? So garbage. So what we seen was impossible. Let's see some more globe bullshit. Okay, let's move 180 degrees to the other side of the globe. At the same moment, of course, same day, everything same, just the other side of the globe. I'm here at the 40th longitude east, and I'm here at 140 longitude west. That's the opposite side. And I have to put the slider to 139, of course. It's the same day, but 12 hours sooner. Let's check the directions. The sun and moon. The sun had an azimuth of 22. And the moon had an azimuth of 2.7, almost 3. Here I put this on the compass, almost 3 and 22. Let's put this in the 3D model. Again, I lined the south up and the north up with my location. And then we can see here totally different locations for the sun and moon on the same moment. This globe is full of flaws. Everything works to one single location. But when you do stuff like this, then we have all different outcomes. So, to what moon they went? And don't say this method is incorrect, because it's correct. I will show you again. I line up the 180 degrees south line to the UK here. Let's check the sun data. I'm here at the UK, and it's noon. The sun is at its highest point. That's 180 degrees south for this occasion. And then the azimuth is almost 180. So, and then we have the time, 11:56. And then we can check this other website where the sun was. Let's update. Here we see the terminator line. Let's check the view from the sun and update. So this is again the same result as I have. The sun is about here. because it's 180 degrees south. You know, this way I can line it up. And I don't need a stupid altitude, because you cannot put altitude on a globe. You need a flat level plane, so you can apply azimuth together with altitude. So this is again spot on almost. And we can verify it on the website from the US Naval Observatory. They must know their stuff. So 1972, and then the time is 11 hour 56, just like here, and just like here. Let's calculate it. So, same result, same thing here in my model. And of course we can do this for the moon also. The moon has an azimuth of 161 and it's in this direction. This is 161. I lined up the 180 with the UK, of course. And then the moon must be somewhere here. And if we check this website from the US Naval Observatory, then we can change this to the moon, and the time is 11:56, and we can set the date. And then let's see where the moon is. The moon must be on this longitude line. So that's again a match. About. Of course, this is a fake globe, just like any others. So the landmass is a little bit bigger or smaller on each map and globe. So we can do the same for this thing. The moon is here. Anyways, bye bye.
Pieces of shit.
How you like that, you fucking cocksucker? Cocksucker? How you like that? How you like that? Cocksucker? 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 How you like that? How you like that, you cocksucker? Cocksucker?
I don't know who did that.